Okay, I think if I clean that up just a little bit, and we'll see if we can get a little slot cut in this now for our screwdriver. Now I don't want to take it down too much here. I just want to make it flat on the end like the head of a screw. Now this hole we drilled is a 15/64. In other words, it's a 64th of an inch under 1/4 inch. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm hoping that it's going to be a nice tight fit here. And what we'll do is we'll run it in so it's only about 2/3 of the way through. A little more. Maybe a tiny bit more. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's about 2/3 of the way up. And I'll bet you're guessing what I'm going to do now. Now I am the proud owner of the world's dullest hacksaw blade. I don't know what it was I tried to cut one time, but anyway, we'll just do the best we can here. It just has to make a slot for the screwdriver. Let's have a little peek there. Well, it's not very centered, but it should work. Just go a little deeper. Seems to cut a little better out here at this end. Well, that might be good enough. We'll check that out. I can always put it back in later. Well, clean it up a little bit, it'll probably be okay. Yeah, that should work out alright. Needless to say, I'm very anxious to try it out, but I gotta rethread that. Right now, everything's adjusted, or balanced rather, so that this will balance when it's horizontal like this. So the plan now is to try and get it so that when the shaft is twisted in just the right position, the spring will also hold it in that position. And I think by luck I just got it. Well, actually, to be honest, I have been sort of fiddling with it, but I've never had it turn out this good, so it's pretty well right on. So I would say it's probably safe to set our little fancy set screw right here so that it won't slip. I don't want this real tight. I have to remember I'm not tightening into steel here. This is wood. That's why I wanted as many threads as possible. I was thinking of countersinking this so I could use, you know, the other tap But if I did that, then I'd have less threads in this wood. So that's why I did what I did. I hope it makes sense. Now hopefully this will come to a stop more or less horizontal. See what happens here. Well, I haven't got all day to wait for it to stop, so I'm just going to stop it and see if it stays that way. Yeah. Okay, let's test this thing out now, and with the weights set the way they are, and we'll see how many seconds, how many oscillations per minute it goes. I think it's going to be a little slower than what we had before. The slower the better, actually. Okay, let's pull this all the way around and let it go. Alright, it stopped. There we go. Okay, now hopefully it's going to come all the way around and stop again. Now it's going to have to pass twice, of course, for one complete oscillation. And it almost makes it. I don't see my spring rubbing on any of the leaves there, so... Oh, it almost does. Maybe I'll have to adjust my spring just a little. See, if the spring rubs, it'll have a tendency to make it run faster than it should. Anyway, this is going to give me an idea now. I just count the number of seconds in the complete cycle, and then I'll be able to figure out my gear train. I guess I'll be working on that today. As near as I can tell here, at least set up the way it is, it's taking just a smidgen over 26 seconds to make one complete oscillation. And that's kind of good news. The longer it takes, the easier it is to figure out the gear train, because you need less gears.